I'm 68 years old. When I check my blood pressure, it's a little high, but like I said, it's only once in a while, and today it was fine. I have no physical problem. Lately it's been about once a week. I try to convince her into twice a week. Yes. Well, let me put it this way. I hope she is. I hope she will be. As long as I inject myself, yes. I used to drink too much. I guess you could probably say I was an alcoholic. Sometimes when I drank, I would have a problem. And then apparently, maybe for psychological reasons, sometimes I would have a problem if I was with a woman I really cared about. But not all the time, and mostly only when I drank. I haven't had a drink now in 26 years or 25 years, and haven't had a cigarette in about 10 years. I had a long-term relationship with a lady in San Francisco. In the last at least 5, maybe 10 years, the relationship was coming apart. I was trying to save it, but we didn't have sex. We didn't have sex for at least 5 years. And then she finally broke up with me, and I was alone a couple more years. Didn't have sex with anybody, and then I met a lady online in Vietnam, came over to visit her in Vietnam, and discovered I was impotent. Regardless of what I did, it didn't work. And I had some Cialis with me that I brought just for an emergency, and then I tried Cialis, Viagra, Levitra, none of it worked. So I was panicking, and I went back to San Francisco and saw my regular doctor, who gave me tests for testosterone and whatever test he could do, and couldn't find anything wrong. Then I saw an ad for Boston Medical Group and went there, and thank you God, it worked. As I said, I live and work in Vietnam, and it's $1,000 to fly round trip to San Francisco at least. And if you add the cost of the medication on top of that, I can't afford it. Oh, dramatically. Dramatically. I mean, I felt less of a man. I felt, well, just terrible. Super stressful. Two years and a few months. Yes, and this thing is the best thing since sliced bread. At Kaiser, they have, well, it's just straight papaverine, which is one of the ingredients in your medication. But they give you a syringe and tell you to stick it in your penis. I guess some people have no problem injecting themselves, but for me, the thought of sticking a needle into my penis is horrible, and it hurts. But with this thing, it's absolutely painless. God bless whoever invented this thing. Well, since I found a cure for it, yeah. It's because to try to help other people. If you ever have a problem, this is the answer. No, I did for a short time, but that's gone away. Now I've got the other problem. It lasts too long. But that doesn't bother my girlfriend too much. All right, so to begin with here, put this into the bottle, and then turn it upside down, and pull out the medication, and then I'm ready to go. So put this in there, lock it like that, and now it's cocked and ready to go. Go 2 o'clock, about 2 o'clock. It's about 90 degrees. I push the button, and then push that stuff in there, and then pull it out. Take the alcohol pad, stick it on there on the injection point. Okay. So I hold it there for 3 minutes. Then after the make-believe 3 minutes is up, I take it off, and then you can start foreplay. No, I mean, this is a medical condition. It's because it's sexually oriented. It's people feel funny about it, but knowing the way I was totally devastated when I had discovered I had this problem. Well, I would feel a little funny if this advertisement were to go to the United States, but if you wanted to make this an advertisement and put it on TV in Asia, that'd be fine. I don't know that many people in Asia. None of the oral medications work even a little bit. Not at all. Which concerns me still. I mean, why doesn't it work for me? But then I found out, I read later, that a very high percentage of men it doesn't work for. And on top of that, the oral medication has such horrendous possible side effects. No, because I tried them all once. I mean, I tried Viagra once, Levitra once, and the other one, Cialis, I tried 2 or 3 times. Had no side effects, but no work. It didn't work either. Well, duration is amazing. I mean, it's 3 or 4 hours. It seems to take a little while for it to get really hard, you know. Before the foreplay, it's probably 80%. Both. I feel like a man. I mean, I'm 68 years old, and I'm fairly healthy. I say, thank you, God. You know, life is pretty good. It's amazing. Well, I guess it isn't amazing, and I guess it shouldn't be a surprise, but thoughts of his own manhood are quite directly related to being able to get an erection. Oh, yeah. I mean, let's put it this way. There's no alternative. I've tried the vacuum device, and all I did was injure myself. And the papaverine alone isn't enough. And I found, and one thing I really like, without anything, without the Trimix or anything, I almost get an erection now, whereas at first I did not. So it's actually seeming to get better. And I'm hoping, with regular sex now with the current girlfriend, and also going back to the gym where I should have been going anyway, there's maybe a possibility at least, and I'm hoping for this, I might be cured.